Hello. Advanced Sapphire FUE is the most advanced technology for harvesting and implanting the graft in today's date. Myself, Dr. Sumit Agrawal, plastic surgeon in Mumbai, I would be showing you the difference between the advanced Trivellini system and the conventional mortar system for harvesting the grafts. This is the advanced Trivellini multiphasic multi-modular device where we have multiple variables for harvesting the grafts like rotation mode, oscillation and vibration mode, which we can combine as per the skin thickness, as per the direction of the hair and the curliness of the hair graft. So if you can see in the screen, we have used the rotation and the oscillation mode, which is the most common mode for harvesting the grafts in the Indian skin, which is a slight curl just beneath the epidermis or the skin. So with the rotation mode, we cut the epidermis, we cut the skin, and inside when the root is curling around, we use the oscillation mode to dissect the graft out of the surrounding tissue, which helps us in avoiding full transection or partial transection of the grafts and improving the graft quality, which ultimately helps in improving the graft survival. Along with this multimodal harvesting or punching of the grafts, there is a suction attached to this handle, which allows the grafts to be sucked out. So it makes the pulling of the graft easier from the donor area and thus reducing any bleeding or oozing from the donor area. In this device, with the rotation and oscillation, we can decrease the transaction rate. I will just demonstrate you how this punch rotates when you are harvesting. So there are two motions, or rotation which cuts around the epidermis or the skin, and the oscillation which separates the graft. So if you look closely, you can notice the two motions. One is 360 circular rotation, and then the oscillation which just cuts the grafts from the surrounding dermis. Compared to this, the traditional or the conventional rotation device which had been used has only rotation mechanism, which allows the cutting of the skin and the dermis mode. So if you can see closely, there is only one rotation motion. So the surgeon punches the graft deep into the skin to cut it free from the deeper tissues. But because of the curl of the hair, there are higher chances of graft transection and damage to the graft. So this can compromise the hair graft quality. So the Trivellini or the advanced Sapphire FUE helps us in achieving better quality grafts, and along with that, we use the sapphire blades, which has made of the sapphire metal and which has just sharp edges, which avoids damage to the surrounding tissue and helps us in dense packing of the graft without much bleeding and faster recovery. The third step, the implanting of the graft, is done by the 𝐸𝐞 implanters or the 𝐸𝐸 placers, where the graft is preloaded into the slit and put inside the incision without touching the root. So this is known as the no root touch technique, which causes minimal damage to the grafts during the implantation and helps us in achieving higher survival rate of the graft. So these three systems in combined, the advanced Trivellini system for harvesting the grafts, the sapphire blades for making the incisions, and the 𝐸𝐸 implanters for implanting the grafts. These three systems in combined makes advanced Sapphire FUE is the most advanced and the most successful technology for hair transplant in today's date. If you have any more queries about this technique, you can feel free to write us.